global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. If you've not subscribed to our channel, just kindly hit on the bell, the red subscribe button below. Beside it, you also see bell notification icon. Hit on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, we have a trending news for you, and this is coming all the way from the presidency and also the issue of IPOB, Biafra, Senator, Nigeria as a whole, and what is going on in the country. Fairly recently, since this dispensation began, we always have what we call the presidency, which is quite unique only to Nigeria. It's not common in other countries or in other parts of the world, where the presidency can be the media aide, the presidency can be the president, the presidency can be his nephew, his the wife, presidency can be anyone within the H0t, and this is really not the norm in other countries, where presidency can also be Shogaba, presidency can be Femi Adesina, presidency can be Loretta Onoche, presidency can be anyone within H0t, as it has come to the notice of so many people just barely 24 to 48 hours. There was this rumor, alleged rumor, that Senator Sen.Abaribe, which is the minority leader, was arrested by DSS, and the arrest was called upon by the presidency, and the presidency happened to be his media aide, one of the media aides, and of course, Senator Abaribe, that's minority leader, has actually, reacted to this, and very quickly I'm going to take it. He said, Abaribe speaks out just as some Nigerians express worries over lingering rumor on his alleged arrest. Barely a week, majority of Nigerians took to the social media to protest over circulated information that the People's Democratic Party stalwart was arrested by the Department of State Services, DSS. Abaribe, who represents Abia South Senatorial District at the National Assembly, reacted to what appeared to be false and failed attempt arrest, said that those demanding his arrest should go for parading armed Fulani herdsmen first. Speaking to information getting to us, it was that the long-serving senator at the Red Chamber expressed anger, noted that the armed bandits move freely around Nigeria, killing Nigerian states, killing innocent citizens, and no one has proscribed them, but was very quick to tag indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, a terrorist group. The outspoken senator has been consistent in condemning most irregularities at the part of government style of governance and unbearable policies. He was very much vocal and active to oppose the federal government's Roga cattle settlement plan, proscription of IPOB, social media censorship policy, hate speech policy proposal, and so on. And many, many more others have seemed to be against the fundamental right of Nigerian citizens. Well, it was traced that his statement, which he said he was going to vote for Biafra referendum, trended and attracted huge support, commendation around the world, majorly members of IPOB, which is the indigenous people of Biafra. In what appears to be against the wish of the presidency, the media aides of President Muhammadu Buhari had indicated need to arrest Abaribe over his statement. Reacting on the failed move to apprehend him, Abaribe blasted the President Buhari on his failure to conduct his aides for exercising presidential authority on him. He said that it's a surprise that the president says nothing and does nothing in whatever happens in this country. In his words, it's quite unfortunate that we found ourselves in a government that has no respect for constituted authorities. It's unfortunate that Muhammadu Buhari, his media aides, have now taken power from the president to call for the immediate arrest of a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a common media aide, and the president will not say anything. After all, I am not surprised, because whatever happens in this country, he's not aware. And how will he be aware that his media aides have taken power from him? I weep for this country, Nigeria. Abaribe said he has no regret supporting IPOB's glamour for Biafra if the president and his aides sees nothing wrong with Fulani herdsmen carrying guns around the country, maiming people at will and doing all sorts of social menace, noting that as a senator, he will never stop representing his people. Those his media aides are not seeing the evil that is being perpetrated by the House of Fulani herdsmen all over Nigeria, killing and having social devices, social menaces everywhere. And as a senator representing my people, you want me to keep quiet? Of course not. That will not happen. As for IPOB issue, that made those unelected media aides. Okay, he said, as for the IPOB issue that made those unelected media aides call for my arrest, I have no regret over that interview. Tell me one single person an IPOB member has killed in this country, and I will show you the grace of thousands of lives that have been sent to an early grave by House of Fulani herdsmen. Yet, the president doesn't want to say anything about this. He, however, advised the president to first go after Fulani herdsmen and the Bl0ws invading people's home if they really want his arrest, adding that as an elected and elder spokesman, his children can never be oppressed before his eyes. He further noted that he has been standing behind IPOB right from the day of proscription at the Red Chamber and will not stop, explained that IPOB remains peaceful and cannot hurt a fly. As for the IPOB issue that made those unelected media aides to call for my arrest, I have no regret over the interview. Tell me one single person an IPOB member has killed in this country. He now went further to say, Igbos are the most successful tribe in Nigeria because of their hard working. If other elders in Igbo land can be bought over as a result of their political ambitions to kill their own children and tag them terrorists because they want freedom, Sen.Abaribe will not be part of it. The day they proscribed IPOB as a terrorist group, when we get to the Senate, I was the one who raised the motion against it and stood firmly against it at the Senate chamber. You don't expect me to be there while you proscribe my own children who can't hurt a fly, and the other guys who Fulani herdsmen have been killing and maiming other people and are walking freely without being arrested. If you want to arrest me for telling you the truth, then first go after all the House of Fulani herdsmen, arrest them all, and after Bl0ws, arrest them because all these evil guys are all from the north. When this is done, I will freely hand over myself to your police. Now that is Sen.Abaribe speaking his mind without getting scared. But we'll quickly go to the social media handles and begin to see, because Nigerians have started reacting to this. Initially, when this news broke out, a lot of persons were wondering. In fact, they started trending on social media, hashtag free Sen.Abaribe now, hashtag free Sen.Abaribe now, and he had to that was one of the reasons why he had to speak up and say, yes, there was a call for arrest by the media aid, presidential media aid, but he wasn't arrested. So he had to come on and clear the air that he wasn't arrested. There was a call by the presidential media aid, but it wasn't honored. He's safe, he's fine, he's healthy, he's hearty, there's no issues, whatever. But he now demanded that if there must be an arrest for him for saying whatever he has done, then they should first arrest the Fulani herdsmen first for all the atrocities they've committed against Nigeria, because he had to speak up because it was trending. One or two persons had to come and say, look, it's just a rumor, it's alleged, it's not true, he wasn't arrested after all, it was just a call. But this has brought a lot of things to our notice, because we noticed that sometimes you will hear the presidency says this, and by the time you go through it, just find out that it was actually Femi Adesina that was talking. The next thing you hear presidency say this, by the time you go through it, the next thing you find out that it was Garba Shehu that was talking. Next thing you hear is presidency said it. By the time you go through it, Loretta is talking. You just find out who then is the presidency. Everybody in Aso Rock is now the presidency, and that's what he's trying to say. That how can an unelected appointee, media aid to President Muhammad Buhari, demand and call for his arrest? DSS should arrest a sitting senator duly elected by his people to represent them. What an effrontery. This our Lord self sometimes is very appalling. But that's where we'll go to round up, because some persons have come up on social media and said, please, it was just a rumor that that the distinguished Senator Sen.Abaribe is hale and hearty. He was never arrested by any security agent, as he has done nothing to warrant being arrested in the first place. Let's always check before we start shouting free Sen.Abaribe now. Okay, but that's the thing. He had to come and clear the air that he's hale and hearty. There was no arrest. And the reason why they were calling for his arrest simply because he stood his ground that if there was a referendum for Biafra, he would, attest and vote for it. But that's what we're going to round up. What's your take on this? Sen.Abaribe has spoken a lot of things in this. He spoke a great deal, talked about the issue of presidency, not even knowing that his name is being used by his media aid presidency, not knowing that his media aids seem to be even more powerful now, using this power to, make some decisions that he's not even aware of. Let's put in our comment section. What's your take on this? Don't also forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more updates on this.